pants and red jackets. I mean, and it's military style.
It's unbelievable.
Listen, I forgot. The end of the video is the worst. I couldn't listen to it. So it says, "This is my uniform. This is what I wear." I mean, folks, look out, man.
This is crazy. But why aren't people outraged about it?
Because they drink sodium fluoride, a known sedative in every major government study, and then the public's so brainwashed because they made Archie Bunker talk about it, so people aren't kooks. They're not Archie Bunker, so they believe sodium fluoride's good for them. And people are fat, dumb, and happy. We had it so good because we had liberty that people just still can't believe it's happening to them. Let me tell you something. The economy's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. It's all by design. I'm on record 3 years ago making a film breaking down exactly how the economy would go down because we had spies inside Bilderberg, because we get arrested. We get death threatened. We go through hell to bring the fat, dumb American this information. But you may be fat and dumb, but you're my kin, so I still love you, and I'm not going to be free if you're not free. So I'm here saying, wake up, our house is on fire. And they're like, what's that smell? It smells like a barbecue. And I'm like, yeah, our house is burning. And they're like, shut up, I'm going to lay here on the couch. Listen, get up, man, come on.
We've been chemically lobotomized, my friend. Or they're trying.
And with the entertainment. The average adult watches 4 hours of TV a day, and all the studies admit it literally puts you into a dreamlike state. That's not my opinion, folks. Google search engine, television watching, dreamlike state, lowered brain waves, television, Alzheimer's. They know, ladies and gentlemen, it's brainwashing you. The flicker rates, the blue mist, that's meant to get your eye focused on that, puts you into subconscious mode, bombarding you with like 20 different images, shuts off your conscious thinking, goes right into the subconscious. They knew this 50 years ago.
I wanted to bring to your attention, April 3rd, CDC let out a report that they tested 18 baby formulas. Every one of them had perchlorate, rocket fuel.
I know, and also more than 90% has melamine that kills the kidneys. And they'd always said it was deadly, but when that came out, they said, we now say melamine is good for you. And they now say mercury is good for you.
Well, that seriously affects the infant brain development, and they know it. It's also in 35 states' water systems. They won't say which ones, but here's a kicker, Alex.
MBTE that they ordered put in the gasoline to help the greenhouse gas.
Yep.
That is in 49 states that attacks brains.
But why?
Of course, it's an accident.
Yeah, why does a one baby formula that has 80% of the market share have 3 times the amount that the other ones do?
It's an accident. I appreciate your call. Just like when you go into Babies R Us and all these stores, it's huge racks of fluoride for your baby. Fluoride water, the mineral it needs, fluoride, and they know. They know. Not Babies R Us, but the company. They know fluoride is 4 times as bad. In fact, people don't believe me. I want to cover it in the last segment. Google and print for me, fluoride more damaging to young brains. Or fluoride increases cancer in children. It particularly attacks children. I'm going to read to you government reports. There's thousands of them, literally. But it's, your baby needs it. And I've talked to people in the old Soviet Union, and then I actually searched it and found out it was true. They would have food rationing, no sausage, no bread. But when they went to school, there was always free chocolate, strawberry, and regular flavored milk, free, and it fortified with fluoride. Oh, free fluoride milk. Oh, the government wants to help. And they now say on government announcements and PR TV ads, mercury's actually good for the brain. And they've got ads where they say corn syrup's good. Though you can Google that. More than half of the corn syrup in the country, high levels of mercury. We'll be right back. Don't listen to me. Drink more mercury.
Companies continue to lay off thousands of people. Unemployment is the highest it's been in over 30 years. Statistics prove that in a recession, crime rates go up. Everyone needs something for that extra edge to prevent becoming a victim in these difficult and trying times. You need to prepare yourself with DPS pepper spray, available at MrDefense.com. DPS is the strongest pepper spray in the market and is the same spray used by hundreds of law enforcement agencies from around the world. Need something more? The Scorpion Stun Gun is a great way to take down a potential potential attacker. Mr. Defense also carries the largest selection of air tasers, knives, self-defense keychains, swords, batons, survival, spy, and tactical gear. Mention this ad and receive 10% off of your order and a free self-defense keychain. Visit MrDefense.com. That's MRDefense.com or call 1-800-313-6400. That's 1-800-313-6400 for all of your self-defense needs today.
Springtime. Now that you've planted your organic garden, how will you keep the bugs away without using toxic chemicals and poisons? Well, the answer is all natural insecticides from freshwaterorganics.com. These revolutionary insecticides start with the same organic product that we use in FPT to kill parasites. We then add a small amount of pyrethrin from chrysanthemum flowers and a mild attractant to offer you the most effective insecticide available anywhere. It can even be applied up to the day of harvest. Our natural insecticides work in the home, on plants, and in your garden, killing pests mechanically, not with poisons. So pests can't develop an immunity, and they won't harm your children or pets. It's effective against white flies, moths, bedbugs, fleas, roaches, crickets, and more, and safe enough to use on your pets, ridding them of fleas and other pests. Order now from freshwaterorganics.com or call 888-949-3570, 888-949-3570 today.
Finally in the news this evening, it's being reported that cyber spies from Russia and China have now penetrated our power grid. Even as energy experts are reporting that each summer we get closer and closer to the limits of our nation's power grid, some say that this summer's demand for electrical power may finally push the grid over its edge, creating a cascade of power outages across the country, putting us all in the dark.
Are you prepared for the next round of storm-related outages or government-created blackouts? Have you ever thought about taking steps to get off the grid and generate your own private supply of electrical power? If so, this will be the most important information you have ever heard. Solar-powered generators are finally available. They have no moving parts to wear out or break and require absolutely no gas whatsoever. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Check out mysolarbackup.com before you lose your power.
IonicZone.com sells virus, bacteria, and mold-killing products that will protect you and your loved ones from airborne pathogens, biological threats, chemtrails, you name it. For instance, Ionic Zone sells their patented ozone generators from $279, digital water ozonators from $135, and UVC dual-lamp and duct air sanitizers from $279. Ionic Zone also sells highly effective alternative health products. For instance, Jim Humble's revolutionary internal virus-killing invention, MMS, Miracle Mineral Solution, Canada's Nurse Reen Case's Asiax Tea, Naturopath recommended Super Zeolite for heavy metal detox, even an ozone handheld bidet. If you're interested in natural healing, you'll love what Ionic Zone has to offer. Ionic Zone also offers free home business opportunities that will make you well over $1,000 a month. Call Mike, toll free at 1-800-549-9535 to inquire, or go to ioniczone.com.
Are you tired of searching for great talk radio? Search no more. We are the GCN Radio Network.
You notice how dull people look, how ill they look, how stupid even intelligence people are getting? The good thing to Google is health effects, fluoride in the brain. And under that, I found the Fluoride Action Network, but it links to a lot of studies I've seen in the past. Here's one, 3 studies that were done by the federal government. Fluoride effects on the brain, drinking water, on children's intelligence. And it's got just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of studies put out by the National Research Council, the EPA, you name it. And that's why they've had the majority of EPA scientists. 2 years ago, I had one of the heads of their major union on saying, yes, they knowingly are putting deadly poison to brain damage the public in the water. I mean, I'm looking at literally hundreds and hundreds. That's why this is such a great 15-page article, because it's not even an article. It's just links to governments, Chinese, British, Russian, U.S., Canadian. I mean, I remember when I first looked this up more than 12 years ago on the Internet, I found University of Texas studies from like 1932 about how they were saying, yes, we could use this in insane asylums. It's a great sedative. It's just very toxic and causes cancer. Did you guys print up the studies for me about it massively increasing bone cancer? Absolute confirmed fact. But drink up. It's for your baby. Oh, the government wouldn't do